I've checked. Hi, Chew. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Can you give me a 5x5? You can see me and hear me, all that stuff. My allergies are off the chain today, y'all. I mean, they are off the chain today. Oh, mercy. Well, I'm not getting a 5x5. I may not be running. I mean, there's a little lag in it, but not a whole lot. I don't know if we're running or not, y'all. Chew, if you can hear me, give me a 5x5 in the chat, please. Unless you just waved and ran on off somewhere else. I guess that's what she did. Alright then, I guess we'll wait for somebody else to come in. Maybe somebody else will pop in here soon. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have started so early. Showing nobody in the chat and one like. I wish I wasn't two in the chat. Somebody give me a 5x5. Y'all can see me and hear me. Hello. I guess I'm talking to myself. Ah. Hey, Douglas. How are you doing, brother? Hope you're recovering well after, I may be mistaken. I thought it was you that said you had a stroke or something like that. Appreciate you letting me know that I am actually on here. I appreciate that. So I had the stream set for 3:30, and I figure if I wait for 3:30, a storm's gonna blow up at 3:30 because it's clouding up out there. So I started a little earlier than I scheduled it for. So it's been a pretty boring first 5 minutes. So Douglas, you've been to Aniana Coin Exchange before? Hey, here we go. What's up, Ordinary Man, Veteran Stalker? Hello from Alabama. I'm from Alabama as well. It's going good. Appreciate y'all popping in. Yes, I have. Patrick seems like a pretty knowledgeable guy. I like him pretty good. I've had 2 dealings with him now. So, pretty good feller. You know, he's going to make a little money off of you, but not a whole lot. What's up, West Texas SEstkr? Appreciate you checking in, Ordinary Man. Appreciate that. I started the stream a little earlier than I had scheduled it, so people may be slow coming in. I didn't schedule this thing until 3:30, but if I thought the way it looks outside, if I wait till 3:30, it could be storming. My internet could be out by then, so. All right. What kind of stuff you like to collect, Douglas? Are you into just type coins, or are you just stacking ounces of silver? What kind of stuff you doing there? Or just, for my interest's sake, I guess. When I talk to subscribers, I like to, I don't know, I like to know what y'all are collecting too, because we may end up liking some of the same stuff. You probably bought some of the silver I took in there. If you were in there last week, and I left a couple of poker chips in there on the desk. What's up, Rasbobo? Mostly Eagles, 9%. I hear you. Nothing wrong with that. Stacking that weight. That's a good way to do it. Good to see Rasbobo in the house. Rocky! Knock it off, son. My dog's over here licking himself, making some crazy noises. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people who stack Eagles. A lot of people. I love the Walking Liberty design. The eagle right there. I prefer the top ones, to be honest with you. I like the heraldic eagle better than the new one. And by the way, they're already faking the misread. I've noticed they've already been faking that, so have to be careful when you're buying that stuff. You make him put your eagles on the signal that he's got, Douglas? Talking to Douglas Coon about a particular shop me and him must be into, y'all. I did put that Libertad in that new little thing I got the other day. The kookaburra came in. All my eagles are type 1. Yeah, now you're talking. I like the type 1s better. I don't know. The only eagle I have right now is this one, and it's a 1992, so. But it's an eagle. I just don't typically stack eagles because they cost some more per ounce. You'll get back more, you might get back spot for them, or maybe $1 over, but it just ain't worth it to me to pay $5 and $6 over spot for an eagle, or $4 and $5, depending on where you're at, I guess. This is what I ended up doing with the gold Standing Liberty. I still got the original case and all, but I don't like the coins that come in these ginormous boxes and stuff, because I don't have room in my safe for all this junk, so I put it in one of these little square capsule things, keep it from getting scratched up or whatever. Of course, I put my label on there upside down. So, I like my stuff to be able to fit all in this one ammo crate I got, and it'll all fit in the safe better that way. But that's just me. I keep all the original boxes. Working on a glass milk jug of 40%. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got a quart milk jar and a pint milk jar in yonder. The old milk glasses. I got a quart and a pint. My LCS has a gun looking mechanism for testing silver. Yeah, it's an XRF gun. Those things are like 25,000 a pop, so most shops don't have them, but I'm glad yours does. Because that thing will read out every metal that's in it. You know, it'll say, 9% silver, 4% copper, 1% tin, whatever's all in the coin. It'll tell you everything. It makes a list for you. So I like that. I like the XRF guns. I just wish our local coin shop guy had one. He's got the older type of Sigma, and I make him run everything I buy or everything I trade for over to Sigma. Of course, he tests anything I trade in too. But that's kind of a prerequisite for me. I'm not going to buy from somebody that ain't testing their inventory. I just ain't going to do it. The XRF guns, they also make like an XRF cabinet, but they're big, big money too. I noticed on Akusha Collectibles, they bought one of those XRF cabinets. You open it up, you place the coin in, you shut the thing. It almost kind of looks like a microwave, except it opens from the top. It goes up like that. Pretty neat. The technology for testing silver is really coming along. So that's a good thing, I suppose. You said milk jug. You may be talking about a plastic milk jug for all I know. I've got a couple of milk bottles, milk glass. Of course, I got whiskey jugs too. What's up, War? I got the full moonshine jugs, all kind of stuff like that. I like antiques. Yeah, well, I've got a hanky. I could blow through a stock of Kleenexes. You could give me 50 and I'd blow right through them. It's hard to, gross you out, but I'm a cloth hanky guy. That's what I gotta have. So sorry for the way I sound today. What's up, FG Stocker? Good to see you. I just thought we'd get on here and hang out a little while today, see what y'all are up to. I got some new coins in the other day, and most of y'all probably seen that one. But one of my favorites is this 3-cent nickel. It's in really good shape. 3-cent nickel. Thrickle, they call it. Pretty cool. So, what's up, Littlefoot? You eyeballing my thrickle? I hear you, buddy. Not bad for something in 1866. We got pretty good details on that one. Good to see Littlefoot in the house. Yeah, summer cold. It's a little bit of allergies. It's a little bit of dogs being in the house. I guess it's a little bit of everything. Yep. Looking good, boss. Appreciate that. Don't call me boss, though. I mean, I know you're just joking, but I worked at a place where some guy called me boss every other breath. And he'd go, "What are we supposed to do now, boss?" And I'm like, "The guy just told us what we're supposed to do. Why don't you just listen?" Instead of asking me 100 times. Some people just can't take directions. They can't remember nothing. So instead of going and asking the real boss, he'd come and call me boss and ask me what we're supposed to do. I'm like, "You heard the guy just tell us what we're supposed to do." This is an 8 tail feather Morgan dollar, 1878, first year. I picked this up the other day. Yeah. Got it upside down. 8 tail feather. So my little Morgan collection's growing. It looks like it's been cleaned, but I mean, unless you're buying in a slab that says MS whatever, if you're buying them raw, they've just about all been cleaned. But definitely XF details on that one for sure. If I was to send it in, I'm pretty sure that's what I'd get. So far has 333. You talking about subscriber count? Hey, Long Live Coins. Good to see you, brother. Long Live Coins has a great channel. You should check him out. He's always doing spinning bins and auctions and all kind of stuff over there. He did an unboxing earlier today, I do believe. I'm gonna have to mute myself for just a second, y'all. Big blow on that. Alright. Maybe that'll stop my nose from running. I have to get your video for the day, FG. It will happen. Yeah, FG posted a good video about Sierra Leone, I believe was the country. 1837 cat bus $50 on Monday, my first. I don't have I don't have any cat bus. I've got seated Liberty stuff at the wazoo, but I don't have any cat bus or drape bus stuff. I haven't gone back that old yet, because the older you go back, the more expensive it gets, Rasbobo. So that's awesome, brother. That is awesome. Ward grabbed his first Morgan yesterday. Nothing special. All Michael's fault. Of course it is. Of course it's all Michael's fault. You know, that's how it is. This is a half. It's not XF. It's VF if it's anything. But it's in pretty good shape. It's got a few details. You can read most of Liberty on there. But it's definitely not XF. Because this is the best looking ham I got in my whole collection right here. These are normally just wore down to the, to the planchet because they're so old. Speaking of Michael stacking, yep, there he is. It's always his fault. SLQ, yeah, I like the SLQs. I got an SLQ at grading right now. And, of course, I've got this one right here, I got the gold one. 1/4 ounce gold, Standing Liberty. Nice. Love that little piece. Picked that up at the coin shop last time I was up there. Did some trading around and got that. I'm a stacker, not really a collector. Yeah, I started that way, boy. I'm just giving you fair warning. You start out as a stacker, then you stack about 100 ounces, and you get bored of bars and rounds, and then you're like, maybe I should try buying one of those. I like it. It's a little more expensive, but yeah. And then you find out, you're a stacker like I am. Stacker lector. Yep. My stacking days are more than likely over with. Oh no! Why is that, West Texas? You getting into collecting? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, trust me, I understand why. Indeed, after stacking comes collecting. That's for sure. That's how I started off. Need to find a different side hustle. Losing the delivery job. Oh boy. That's tough. That is tough. I picked up this, this is my first ever Confederate note here. $1 bill. CSA, Confederate States of America. I have a North Carolina fractional note. It's in my wallet over there at Morgan Silver Traders. Try to pick it up this month and get it sent this way. That'd be my second Confederate note. The state notes are always more expensive. I think it's a 10-cent note or whatever. Like I say, it's a fractional. So, I love my Confederate history. I have Confederate ancestry. I'm a member of Sons of Confederate Veterans and all that. Littlefoot, Res Bobo. Katita! Uh-oh. What's Katita up to? Good to see Katita Oso. Oh yeah, I do love Perth. Yes. I'm a Perth guy for sure. I love the Kooks. I love the kookaburras. I'm talking like Donald Trump now. The kookaburras are awesome coins. This is fantastic. So yeah, I like the Perth. Perth makes a lot of pretty coins, but yeah, I really like the Kooks. That's my favorite series so far. Gatita's Gall is in the mail. Awesome, awesome. Her and Bella's Forge win everything over there. It's unreal. So yeah. I need to do an update on my Morgan collection because I've been adding some Morgan dollars. I want to send this one off. I wrote MS70 on it, but it's a Bobby dollar. It's pretty nice. So I want to send this one off for grading. It's going to be pretty nice. I think you'll get a mint state. You know, it may not be a 70, but I like my Morgan. I like my Walking Liberty half. There's another pretty nice. It's just starting to get a little toning around the edge. Yeah, pretty nice. I like the nice stuff. There's Bella's Forge. Cartier Silver, good to see you. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Whew, allergies. Kicking my tail today. Welcome in, yep. Good to see Cartier in the house. Hello, hello, Bella's Forge. I have actually met Bella's Forge and Gatita Oso. God, I struggle over that name. I have actually met them. They're good people. I've met them in real life. Good folks. FG saying hey. Yeah, good to see y'all. Let's just go with a Seated Liberty $1. I like these seated coins. It's a VG8. Not in the best condition, but I like it. It's old. It's history. I like my historical stuff. Yo, Littlefoot. She's talking like silver cigars now. She said, yo. There's my 1916 Mercury dime. Right there. Not a D, just a 1916. Not in bad shape. I got that. Add that to my little Merc collection there. I got another one in my wallet that me and Michael fought over in the stream. He lost. Me and him both were trying to steal a deal on it, and I ended up paying full price, but I won by God. So I think it's a 36 or something like that. It's in real nice shape. Probably split bands. So I like the real nice, anything real nice shape I like. This is my little Benji proof. I might send this one off to Green as well. I like the shiny stuff. They're pretty. I picked this up at the fun show, I believe, where I got that from. Bellows just saying, hey. You have the 2016 P&S, but no D yet. Yeah. I've just got the whatever I said this was a while ago. Doesn't say nothing, so I'm guessing that's the P. It's the Philly. It's on the 2016 one I got. Most of mine are in the 40s, but But I got, I got a couple in the 30s, but the ones in the 30s are in really crappy condition. Just wore out looking. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a 16D. I mean, even in slick condition, they're gonna be worth big, big bucks, dude. Big, big bucks. This is a 20-cent piece I got. It's not in great shape. It's wore pretty bad. But it is a rare date. It is one of the low mintage dates. I got low mintage right there written on it. 1875, 20-cent seeded Liberty coin. So yeah, it's a low mintage. And I wish it was in better shape, but it's my first 20-cent piece I've ever had, so I was glad to get that. Maybe I'll upgrade that one. What's up, SEstkr? How you doing, buddy? I ain't seen or heard from you in a coon's age, brother. Doing all right? That's my neighbor in Alabama there, SEstkr. One more coin for a 16D. Yeah, definitely. Yep. You have 20 cents. Well, I got one now, and it's in horrible shape, but like I said, it's a low mintage. This is the 1875 Philadelphia, and according to the book, it is the second to lowest mintage in that whole series. So it ain't the lowest mintage, but it's the next one up, I guess. Yeah, I've been busy at work. Haven't posted a video in a couple weeks. Yeah, I figured as much. You stay pretty busy all the time. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you coming over and hanging out with us for a minute. I know you probably got to go, that's it, but I appreciate you stopping by. SEstkr is a very busy man. Saying hey to everybody. I love it. Hey, SEstkr, let me show you something, buddy. Let me show you what I got right here. But I am and Liberty W minted gold piece, quarter ounce. Picked that up not long ago, about 2 weeks ago. Made it in some silver. I got the original box and all for it, but I don't keep it in there because the box is so big. I ain't really got room in my safe for all these ginormous boxes. So I put it in this thing so it won't get all scratched up. It's 24 karat gold, brother. 999 fine. She's a bobby dazzler. I like it. It's pretty. So that's my 5th quarter ounce gold piece I got. Thank you, sir. Purdy. If I hear a zipper, I'm out of here. Uh-oh. What are we talking about? You probably hear my dogs in the background breathing or licking herself or whatever. Yeah, it's just allergies. I'm feeling fine. I feel just perfectly normal. It's just it's a little summer cold. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I didn't know if somebody had said something. I was scrolling up the chat to see if somebody had said something like, they shouldn't have. Gotcha. Now, if I'd have said, let me whip this out, I might could have seen that, but yeah. Let me whip this out. Then you might could have said that, and I would have understood. What's up, oh my Rod? Speaking of whipping something out, there's oh my Rod. Good to see you, brother. I can't do it, Michael. I can't do it. She's got to stay here with me. Got a couple of Morgans over here now. mint state, low end stuff. My Morgan collection is growing, which is good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I got a couple of beautiful ones right here. Check that bugger out right there. Woohoo! The gold standing lib. 2016 to, was it 1916 was the first type 100-year anniversary coin. This is West Point minted, quarter troy ounce, standing Liberty anniversary. I like it. Scratch that. I love it. My first U.S. Mint gold that I've ever had, so everything else I've got is Canadian maple leaf or pant bars, you know. So I appreciate everybody commenting on the kookaburra videos. I've been adding a few kooks. This is the latest acquisition. This is the 25th, or it may be the 20th. I think it's 25th anniversary kookaburra from 2015. I picked this up on Whatnot. It was in perfect condition, other than it came in that slab right there, and of course I had to take it out because I don't believe in putting bullion in slabs. I've stated that. It is 3 you need. Go for the 1/10. 1/10 is a good size. Definitely. You know, when gold gets to the point where I can't afford a quarter ounce anymore, then I will be doing the 1/10 also. I have a 2.5 gram and a 1 gram, so I believe in the fractional stuff. I'll probably have me a 1/10 kookaburra or something here, or maybe a Britannia sometime soon. I have more money to play with in the wintertime because summertime, the AC bill down here is horrible. So, you know, I kind of just got what I got in the summertime. Mr. Silver Eagle, hello, hello. Good to see you. 19, 20, 21. What were the needed years? What are you talking about there, Littlefoot? Yes, oh my Rod, you need to start collecting some silver coins. Somebody needs a couple of years or what? Do you swap silver? Yes, I did. That's it. I swapped silver rounds for the gold. And check out this Confederate note I got in the other day. Confederate States of America, $10 bill. And it's really low grade, but it's cool and awesome. It's just, you know, Confederate history is still American history. If you don't believe that, then you're wrong. I'll tell you that right to your face. So, y'all know I like my Confederate stuff. And I got another North Carolina bill coming. It's a fractional note. Love the bill. Thank you. Hi, B and Becky. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're just sitting back here jaw-jacking about coins and stuff. Having a good time. Aunt Becky. Yep, that's her. Me and Aunt Becky have something in common. I've met Pirate as well. Asset has met Pirate as well. So, old Pirate SEstkr. He's been awful quiet here lately. Rocky, stop, son. God almighty. How many kooks do you have now? Hang on, I got the rest of them over here. Let me count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on a second. That's a Silver Eagle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's 8 or 9 right now is what I got. I got 2014, 2015, and 2016, and then it goes up to 2020. Uh, and then 2021, the one you gave me in 2022, and I've got all the way up to 2025. I called Power a couple weeks ago. He's doing well. He took a family vacation and has been busy. Yeah. Counting my Morgans is a 30-second job if I go slow. I don't have a lot either. I got this 8-tail feather the other day. This is my latest acquisition. It's a 1878 8-tail feather. It's been cleaned, obviously, because anything raw Morgan has been cleaned. But the 8-tail feathers I read in the book up here were the earliest known Morgans to be struck. And then somebody at the mint didn't like that the bird had 8-tail feathers, and so they changed it to a 7-tail feather after that. So these were some of the very first Morgans ever minted. This one's in XF condition. It would be XF details if I was going to submit it for grading. But it's got the 8-tail feathers on it. So it's missing a few breast feathers. It's been around, but it's got good enough detail. So that's one of my later acquisitions there in the Morgan department. I think I probably got 10 or 11. Counting these in the slab, I probably got 10 or 11. I'd have to get them out and count them. Yeah, there's room in the pool for you. Come on in, Dub C. Dub C's Precious Metals has an awesome channel. Y'all should definitely go check him out. Sub him up if you haven't already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was wrong. I said I got 9 kookaburras right now. I have 9. I just found another one. It was under Canadian maple leaf. The water's great. Come on in, Dub C. That reminds me of that movie. Come on in, boys. The water is fine. I'm convinced that the entire silver coin community is prepared for economy crashes. Y'all got enough silver to live like kings and queens. Well, the thing about it is, when the crap hits the fan, or SHTF, or ever how you want to say it, gold and silver is not going to be the most valuable thing. Food will be the most valuable. Ammo, goods and services. Hey, I'll give you, 2 quarts of goat milk for a dozen of eggs. That's what's going to be. The research I've done, that's what it's going to be like at first. But once it's been a while and people start to rebuild during the rebuilding phase, silver and gold is going to come in handy. Because if you do your research, I think it was Venezuela, they were taking little chips off of coins to pay for haircuts and that. Research the Venezuela thing when it happened, when their money got devalued. It wasn't the end thing to have. You can't eat silver. Silver won't fill up a belly. It will help. It'll help purify water. No, a lot of people don't know that either. But seeds, yes, seeds, food. Those things are going to be big at first. And then once the rebuilding phase starts, silver and gold is going to play a part in that. But if you don't have water, food, dehydrated food, whatever, your mountain house, your, trying to think what some of the other brands are. But, that kind of stuff you're going to need first. Buckets of rice, buckets of beans. Beans are seeds as well. You can eat them, but they're also seeds, so that's good to remember. I've got 3 5-gallon buckets of Pintos. I've got buckets of sugar, buckets of rice, you know, that is all sealed up, food grade buckets with a little oxygen absorbers in them. So that kind of stuff's important. What's up, Reserve Stacker? Skills, yes. Skills will be big, absolutely. And antimicrobial, yeah. Silver coin. You can take a silver coin and put it in a glass of water, leave it in there. Silver has positive, not electrons, neutrons or whatever, positive particles will come off the silver, and it will help to purify the water. Now, you'll still need to boil it probably, but it should kill everything, you know, as far as protozoa, that kind of stuff. But and it's, you know, definitely have some ways to filter water as well. You know, don't just depend on silver for that. I do. I have a Berkey. I have a Grail. I have a Sawyer Squeeze. It's brand new in the box. I got a Sawyer Mini. I have many different, not just one, not just two. I have 3 or 4 water purification systems. My Grail, move dog. My Grail is my favorite. Move, son. I'm gonna go get it and show it to y'all. Rocky, get up, son. You're in the way. There you go. What did I do with that damn young Grail? Move, son. I can't find my Grail. I just saw it the other day. But I have this right here. This is, let me adjust the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing here. This is a Berkey, or no, Sawyer Squeeze. This is a water filtration kit. It comes with a couple of bags. It comes with a syringe to backwash the filter with. And this is a water purification system, or really more of a filtration system. This is new in the box. I've never opened it. It's never been exposed to the dust or anything like that. I also have the Grail. The Grail's kind of like a portable cup. It's a cup that filters water for you. I don't know where that thing's at, but yeah. Let's see here. Gold is not antimicrobial, however, it doesn't oxide or tarnish. That's true. Yeah. Gold doesn't tarnish or tone. It stays the same. That is a fact. Now, it will scratch easy if it's 24 karat. It will get scratches. Fuel siphoning pump. Yep. Pumps are good to have. I also make pumps that run off like electric drills. Those are good. If you got a couple of electric, you know, the battery, like the Ryobi battery drills, they make pumps that run off of those. Chemicals will always be a problem, especially like within city limits. That's what the Grail is good for. The Grail is not a filter, it is a purification system. Hang on. I think I know where that sucker's at. I think I know. Yep, there it is. Haha. So this is my Grail. This is my mobile. This is what you need for cities. You know, if you're in urban areas, stuff like that. Let me see if I can pull this out. What you do is this insert will slide out. It's very hard to pull out because it's got an air suction on it. All right, this is the filter right here. Uh, this will filter. I think 60 pushes. What they recommend you change the filter on it. So you put your dirty water in the cup, and then you push this in there on top of the dirty water, and the clean water will come through the filter up into this part once you press it. And you have to take the lid off or it won't press. You got the air has to be able to escape. So once you press it, then all the water has been pushed through the filter into the top part of the filter cup, and you drink it straight out of the bottle like that. So that's what a Grail is. Set it back there so maybe y'all can see it. That's how these work. And I have replacement filters for those. The replacement filters for the Grails are not cheap. They're not cheap. So, but I would have some, at least 2 or 3 replacements. You got the same one. Yeah, they make a titanium one now that has a titanium cup, and that's good if you need to boil water. Then push it through. I have not went and got the titanium one, but it's probably the one to have. But they want a lot of money for that thing. Activated charcoal only goes so far, right? So yeah, if you're in an urban area especially, chemicals are going to be a problem. Definitely. Did we run everybody out of the room here? No, we still got 12 in here. Sorry to go off on a prepping tangent, but somebody was asking. So yeah, having a secondary means of monetary money is good. The fiat dollars, when they eventually devalue and you're hauling a buggy of $1 bills in there to get a loaf of bread. I mean, a buggy full, like hundreds of thousands of $1 bills in there to buy a loaf of bread. You're going to wish you had some silver or something or other. 90% would be the way I would go. Littlefoot is enjoying the topic. Awesome, brother. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So, but I've got a big Berkey. It's in the kitchen. I can't bring it in here because it's just full of water. But I've got it's a unit called a Berkey, and you pour dirty water in the top of it, and the filtered water comes out the bottom, and it's got a little siphon on it. You just open the little valve up and pour it in your cup. So that's a good system to have as well. Preparedness is very important these days. Absolutely very, very important. I've got a lot of the Peak refuels. That was the one I was trying to think of. The Peak refuels, they're dehydrated foods, kind of like a Mountain House. I got a lot of Mountain House stuff. I got Nutrient Survival. I have number 10 cans of dehydrated food, Augustin Farms. So food is something that's important, definitely. Common sense too, yes, absolutely. So yeah, most of the stackers I know are preppers also. So not everybody. I'm sure there's going to be somebody that's not, but most of the most of the stackers I know are prepper stackers. I know for a fact Yankee Stacking is a prepper. So there's several. Too many for me to name. But there's a lot of stackers who are also preppers. So, yep. I was glad I was able to think of where this stupid thing was at. Because I knew I just saw it the other day. I chose to go with one that looks kind of like camouflage. I mean, even though it's not, but it'll blend in if you're carrying it in woods or whatever. And of course, I got Nalgene bottles, and I've got a hard side hydration. It's a swig rig for a Nalgene bottle. Prepper stack collector. That's what I am. MREs. I do have some, not a whole lot, because they expire after every 5 years. I'll buy a case. When the ones I have expire, I'll buy a case or two. But I don't buy a lot of MREs because they expire. The freeze dried food, 25 to 30 something years on the freeze dried food, you're good to go. As long as the package doesn't get, torn open or nothing like that, rats don't chew into it. Yes, bleach, you can purify water with bleach as well. Excellent point. I believe it's the regular bleach, not the splash proof, because that's a little thicker. But the regular Clorox, and definitely don't get scented. You don't want those chemicals in there either. But the regular bleach is 7 drops per gallon if you need to purify some water. And then you'll need to like air it out for 30 minutes to get the bleach smell out of it. Let's see. Murrays are good. Unfortunately, their popularity has them kind of. Yes, they are expensive as well. But my biggest thing is they just don't last as long. Yeah. Pool shock will work as well. I have the bleach tablets. If you look in the bleach section, like in a grocery store or wherever, you'll see Clorox makes bleach tablets. They're not made for the swimming pool. They're not the gigantic ones, but they're like, they're enough to make, one tablet is enough to make 1 gallon of bleach. And so I've stocked up on the bleach tablets as well. That way you can make your bleach. Bleach will go bad. It gets less and less effective the older it gets. So the fact that you can take one of those tablets out, put it in a gallon of water, and make fresh bleach, that's a good option. Mountain House went way up. Yes, Mountain House is very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. For sure, for sure. I've got I've got cans and cans and number 10 cans of this stuff right here. Homestyle scramble. I'm a lover. Of course, you get just the powdered eggs as well. This is nutrient survival. They make good stuff. It's a lot of vitamins in it. It's regular freeze dried food, but they add vitamins to it. So typically, when you're eating this stuff, it has kind of a medicine-y kind of taste because they add a bunch of nutrients in it. But your body is going to need vitamins in SHTF because you may not be eating everything you're supposed to be eating. So they add a lot of vitamins to their food as well. And I probably got, I don't know, 20 of those. Not all in the homestyle scramble, but I probably got 20 of those number 10 cans just from that brand. I've also got Mountain House diced chicken in a can, stuff like that. Water will be the biggest issue. Water storage. Find yourself some of the food grade IBC totes. If you don't know what that is, just Google IBC tote. It'll show you what it is. They're like 600 gallon tanks, basically, that you move with a forklift. The 55-gallon drums, the food grade, everything with water, it must be food grade. So you don't want plastics and chemicals leaching into the water that you're saving. So that's important, food grade stuff. Put your food in food grade buckets, stuff like that. Like this right here is an ice cream container. I'm using it right now for coin flips and capsules and stuff like that. But that is a food grade container because ice cream came in it, So if I needed to put rice in that, I could, or whatever. Also, I'm big on getting an air rifle. Yes. And the thing about an air rifle is you can pump it up. Run out of regular shells. You can just pump up an air rifle. Bows and arrows are good too. I've got a crossbow. So they make some good crossbows out there. They make crossbows that repeat like a regular gun, but they're expensive. Mountain House number 10 cans can be an issue. They want you to add hot water into the can. What's left over? No. That's not what you do. You don't add, and unless you're feeding 20 people, you don't add water to a number 10 can of anything, Michael. It may say that on the can, but you don't do that. You portion out what you're going to eat in a bowl, then you add the water to it, the hot water. Uh, Once you break the seal on these cans, this is why they give you a lid. They give you a lid, and the top of the can looks like this, so that you can take out what you need for a daily basis, scoop it out, put it in a bowl or something, and then hydrate it, and then put your little plastic lid back on, because this metal part will be gone. And with just this plastic lid on, that can will be good for a year until you use all the stuff up inside. So now you don't ever pour water into a number 10 can. That's no. Bows and arrows are expensive. Yes, they are. Subsonic 22. Yep, that's good. If you're gonna go subsonic, 300 blackouts are good for subsonic stuff. I have a 7.62 by 39. It's not an AK. It's a AR that shoots that round. Also have an AR-10. It's a 308 with a scope. And I have a 22 mag for small game. It's bolt action with a scope. And then I got my Glock pistols. I got a few of those for, up close and personal kind of stuff. And of course, I do have shotguns as well. Shotguns are great. Good afternoon, Inkman78. We're talking prepping and silver and gold, I guess, a little bit here. Welcome on in. Yeah, bows and arrows are really expensive. Yeah, if they're telling you to pour water in a number 10 can, that's just stupid. I would never pour water in a number 10 can, because you're going to want to use this can to save what you're going to eat for your next meal. That's why they give you a plastic lid to go on that can once you pop the seal on it, So, yeah. 900 feet per second. That's pretty good. Good for small game. Yep. Squirrels and rabbits and, all that stuff's going to be raccoons, whatever you can find to eat. But the thing about that stuff is it ain't going to last long, because everybody's going to be hunting. So you might get by with hunting for food for 3 months, 3 or 4 months. But if everybody and their grandma is hunting for a meal, that stuff's going to be gone pretty soon. So that's why you stack number 10 cans or peak refuels in the bag or whatever. That's why you stack that kind of stuff. I've got buckets of peak refuels over here that I bought from, yes, raccoons are definitely edible. Seeds are very important. Yeah, you need a good scope, for sure. Yeah, scopes are pricey. Any kind of optics are pricey. I've got an ACOG on my 7.62 AR, and it was probably the optic was probably as much as the rifle. So, yeah. Optics cost money. Good glass costs a lot of money. Right. Don't be like the idiot, and I'm talking to me here. Don't get on here on YouTube and tell everybody what you got like I just did. But I've only showed you 1 or 2 things, so. But yeah, if you want to come down here and try to take it away from me, good luck. That's all I'm saying. Yes, coon meat is good. It's edible. It's not my favorite, but it'll fill a belly up. And turtle, you can eat turtle. I've had it pressure cooked and it was not bad. If you don't pressure cook it, it's going to be a little gamey tasting. But yeah, nature's grocery store, man. You can eat a lot of things. Even rattlesnakes, pit vipers. You can skin out a snake. It ain't much meat, but you can skin a snake out and eat it. So yeah. What's up, Conqueror of Balls? What's up, Emerald? Good to see you, brother. We're talking about stock electing and prepping here. That's what we're talking about today. Stock electing prepping. As you can see, I got the grill in the background here. We were talking about water purification and all kind of stuff like that. It's important. Turtle, snake, all good meat if you're hungry, right? I'm not all about that. If right? Yeah, smart man. Smart man. Because anyway, but yeah, it's definitely good to be prepared. You got to keep in mind that you're gonna have to defend all the things you've stacked or prepped. You know, you're gonna have to defend all your silver and gold. You're gonna have to defend all your food, your bullets, your band-aids, your medical supplies. That's another big thing. Medical supplies. That's another thing you need to stack as well. And manuals, books on medicine, and books on how to set a broke leg, that kind of stuff. I've already showed all that on my channel. I've got a video with my prepper books, my prepper library, I think is what I call it. One of those days, I will get some mail out to you, SE. I finally found a piece that I think you will enjoy. Well, awesome, brother. Yeah, let me know. If you don't have my address, hit me up. SEstkr@gmail.com. Yeah, just I'll try to send you another poker chip. I think I've sent 3 and you ain't got none of them. But they're dwindling down. I think I've got like 14 left. So, well, SEstkr poker chip. So, yeah, when they're gone, they're gone. Just saying. Security is very important. Yes, very, very much so. Going out tomorrow. Okay. All right. Appreciate it, buddy. Looking forward to it. Crocodile Dundee, if you want to eat it, but it tastes like shit. Well, when you ain't had no calories in a while, people say you can live up to 3 weeks without food. This is true, but your body will shut down. You won't be able to take a poop. You'll be constipated. You can't do nothing. You're literally, your internal organs will fail to function if you go 3 weeks with no food. So, and you don't want to go 3 weeks with no food. I'm just saying. But all the experts say, oh, you can go 3 weeks with no food. Yeah, and fall over dead. What good's that gonna do you? Space Miner's in the house. Good to see Space Miner. Good to see you, brother. I like that rocket in the flames. Pretty cool. Ball Conqueror. So, yeah, like I was saying on the hunting, everybody and their grandma's going to be hunting for a meal out in the woods. That's probably not going to last much longer than 3 months. So you better have some stuff stacked. Seeds to grow a garden with. Some food put up, some beans and rice or whatever. The beans and rice are the cheapest. Rice will keep you alive. Beans and rice together is like perfect because you're getting protein and you're getting carbohydrates. So, and that's one of the cheaper things to stack, or it was when I was stacking it. I was doing the 5-gallon buckets and the Mylor bags, and I've got several, of beans and rice. So that's an easy thing to do. Just buy the huge bags and use the oxygen absorbers and seal them up with the sealer. Yes, it will. It'll eat every bit of fat in there, and it'll start burning your muscle. Exactly right. Yeah. I have gone 3 days. I've done a 3-day fast. I was drinking water with it. I wasn't completely fasting. But, yeah, 3 days, you'll be dreaming about food. Trust me. I woke up one morning. I was doing the 3-day fast for my religious things that I like to do. Sometimes when I need to hear from the Lord, I'll just fast for a while. And I woke up, I was on a marshmallow. The dream I was having, I was on a marshmallow in a gigantic cup of hot chocolate. Uh, and I was holding on for dear life to that marshmallow as the giant was drinking the cup of stuff. So yeah, you'll dream about food. Definitely. It's funny to think about, but yeah, if you ain't never been hungry, you don't know yet. Uh, I learned the hard way. You can reuse tea bags up to 3 times and still make pretty good tea. You know, I'm not proud of it, but I've had some pretty hard times in my life. So you learn how to make do with what you got. 13 in the chat, 21 likes. Can't argue with that much, can I? So yeah. What else y'all want to talk about? We've talked about freeze-dried food and water purification, firearms, and stuff. Nobody's saying nothing. 15 in the chat. It's my 1916 Mercadine. It's not a D though. If it was a D, I wouldn't be able to afford it. Pretty cool. Nobody's saying Jack, unless my live chat. Oh, there we go. There we go. Chat's moving now. You got stuck. I'm thinking about selling all of my platy. It's a good time. It's up right now. I've got a little bit. I think I've got a 2.5 gram bar of platinum. That, by the way, I tried to trade in on. I tried to trade it in on this. He goes, I don't really deal with platinum. You can keep that. And I'm like, well, all right then. He doesn't like poured silver either, like for trade. He doesn't like poured silver. He goes, yeah, it all says 999 fine poured silver, but it never is when I check it. So, which I like to keep my poured stuff anyway. But. Let's see. What's my favorite coin in my collection? Oh boy. My favorite coin in my whole collection is not really here. It's off at the graders to be slabbed like this, something like this. But I'd say for right now, the old 1916 quarter-ounce gold Standing Liberty. 2016, not 1916. The 2016 Standing Liberty anniversary West Point Mint Mark. That's my favorite little piece because it's a newer piece. And of course I do love my Confederate $10 bill. That's pretty awesome. Confederate States of America, $10. Woohoo! These are the newer pieces I just got in last week. But my favorite piece is my trade dollar. It's not here, it's off at the graders. So you bend y'all back over a little bit. I'm trying to shake down SGT for the gold SLQ commemorative. Good luck. I traded 21 ounces of silver rounds for this. And I've got the original box and all. I just don't keep it in the original box because the boxes are huge and bulky, and so I put it in this that way it don't get scratched up or nothing. But I traded 21 ounces of silver for that. I felt like I walked out over the best thing he had. Conqueror. There are lots of guys who do. Even sparse area like mine, serious number to sell. And if you bought today, it would be 2,000. Uh, Greek coin I bought 350 BC. Yeah, those ancients are nice. They make some nice coins. So yeah. Is platinum antimicrobial? That I don't know. I thought it was. He had it. He had it marked for 1100, and I found a copper spot on it. Showed him the copper spot. It's I can't even you can't even see it showing it on the camera like this, but it's got a copper spot on the back. And I showed him the copper spot, and he knocked it down to $800 something. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna trade out some silver for that bad boy. So yeah, especially with OP. I didn't get the COA, but I did get the box. I don't have the COA. There's the here's the original piece that came with it. There's the capsule that it's supposed to be in. I just don't like keeping that stuff in the OP because it's bulky and I have limited room in my safe. So, I mean, I've got all these too. You know, I've got all these. All the, you know, and all these type of coins, all my proof coins, I've got in these square capsule things so they don't get scratched up. So, and then I've got mint set boxes. Mint set boxes, 2004. I keep all that stuff. I just don't keep it in the safe. Platy is antimicrobial. I did not know that. 1/10 and 1/4 looking to trade for AU. Yeah. I hear you. You know, yeah, you may be, Emerald. You may be. I'm not big into platinum. Like I said, I've got one little platinum bar. It's a Valcombi, I think. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. Oh, it's in this box over here. It's in my little slab holder. 2024 Vision. Here it is right here. Valcombi Platinum. That is 2.5 grams of platinum. That's the only platinum I got in my whole stack. So, it's my little slab holder thing I bought off Amazon. Not bad for $8. It works. And it holds PCGS, NGC, all of them. Yeah, you got some grams as well. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it was one of those times when the price went way up on gold, and I was wanting to buy like a pant 1 gram. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna buy platinum and you know, see if because platinum was low, it was cheaper at the time. So I probably made a few bucks on that platinum bar since I bought it in 2020, early 2024, I think, because it started to come up some in price a little bit. I also picked up this 20-cent piece. Seeds of Liberty. It ain't in the best of shape. There we go. Seeds of Liberty, 20-cent piece. It's probably AG4, but it's It's a pretty rare year. It's low mintage. Uh, so I picked that up at the Oniana Coin Exchange place too. That's my first ever 20 cent piece. And even though it's rough looking, at least I got one. I try to pick up a top coin every now and then. Platinum was a speculative purchase for me. Maybe I should keep it. It's rarer than gold, right? I remember when platinum was almost twice the price of gold. I remember when it seems like gold was about 1,300 and platinum was in the 2000s. So I don't know how long ago it's been, but yeah. Mine was a speculative. That's why I bought it too. It was like, well, maybe I'll just buy some platinum. Yeah, it was kind of a gamble when I bought that 2.5 gram Valcombi thing. With commercial space travel becoming a reality, I'm not sure it's reached its full potential. Probably not. I'm going to head out. Appreciate you, Cartier. Appreciate you, buddy. Take care. Have a good one over there. I try to catch you live when I can, but a lot of times I'm in bed by 11, so I know you do some pretty late sometimes. All right, War. Appreciate you coming over. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We're at hour and 17 minutes. Platinum is not even close to peaking. It will overcome the price of gold. Yeah. So yeah, I remember when gold was like 12 or 1300 and platinum was 2,000, 2,200, something like that. Love y'all too, brother. God bless y'all. Love my Florida stackers down there. My neighbors to the south. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just hold on to mine too, I guess. I mean, it ain't much. It's just a little bitty thing, but if it gets if it gets on up high enough, I'll be maybe I'd trade it for some gold or something one day. Can't never tell. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I know people have got other things to do, other places to go. Yes, Cartier's in Florida. Yes, he is. Jeff Rubin's in Florida. Yeah. Of course, you're in Florida. Fish, Pirate. Yeah, there's a lot of stackers in Florida. Definitely. Conquer it. Ain't worth nothing. Sell it to me. Oh, yeah. Space Miner says he'll take it off your hands. So there you go. Well, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all all. Appreciate y'all all coming and hanging out with me today. I got dogs I need to take out and let them do their business, and I gotta take my trash to the dump and all that kind of stuff. So chores beckon. It's time to go. It has been fun though. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the talking a little preparedness stuff with y'all, and medals and coins as well. Good seeing you, Space Miner. Appreciate you being here, bud. Emerald, you're always welcome, brother. Appreciate all y'all. Me and Becky still in the house. Thank you as well for hanging out with us. God bless y'all. Have a good one. Stack some history, y'all. Stack a little. I mean, look, stack a little history down there. That's all I'm saying. You can stack some of these too. Stack a little history. Carry a weapon. Be safe. Protect yourself and others who are innocent. All that good jazz. Later, Southeast SEstkr. We're out. I am done.